That is yoga. So today we are going to talk about what happens when you enter the experience of yoga. What does that mean? For most people, when they practice yoga as a physical discipline, they are in their mind practicing yoga through the body. Body and mind are separated. We want to bring harmony, ecstasy, co-creative interaction between body, mind, and soul. Do you understand? And that is the basic difference between I am yoga and what is popularly practiced and called yoga. Understand this very clearly. So when you practice yoga, what are you attempting to do? You are bringing your thinking mind, feeling and doing body, and non-doing power of presence, the soul, to function in harmonious unity. This is it. That's all the purpose of yoga is. Why is that the purpose? Because ordinarily, almost everyone, all the time, lives in the mind in their daily life interactions and activities, where usually what they are thinking, what they are doing, what they are feeling, and what is happening is in discord. There is always a conflict. Mind is always striving to bring peace and harmony with what is happening or what is going to happen. It is never present. So when you are present, wherever you are, what you are doing, the unique thing begins to happen. And that is so common and yet unique, because when you are present, all the centers, thinking center, doing center, feeling center, and being center, are in harmonious interaction. When you are in harmonious interaction between all these different levels of our body and being, if you are relaxed, if you are in the present, your body is relaxed, your mind is calm, there are no clouds in the mind, there are no waves in the ocean. On the contrary, you are in the clear sky and quiet ocean where there is no mental or emotional disturbance. This is the unique practice of I am yoga. So how to enter that, and what is our normal condition in which most human beings live? First of all, you must understand that your mind operates out of the reactively processed, pre-programmed memories of the past. That's the origin of the mind. That is where mind is rooted. It has no authentic source. It is the source that you have created yourself in your journey through the medium of the mind in the dimension of time. In other words, the way you have lived your love life, family life, work life, and social life, you have been interacting with wherever you are, whatever you are doing or who you are with your mind. In other words, the mind is operating from the memories of the past, and it is reacting to what is present, because memories cannot see what is present as it is. It can only see through the memories of the past. And that's all mind can see. This is very important for you to really understand. This is the core principle of yoga. So the mind reacts to the present because it is already pre-programmed to react to the present when it was pre-programmed in the past. So when it was programmed to be in conflict with the present in the past. So when it is triggered by someone or something, it begins to react to who or what is present now. What is yoga? This is where Patanjali says, yoga means witnessing the modifications of mind. Means, Patanjali says just only one purpose of yoga, and that's the only way you can practice yoga that will take you out of the reactively perceived memories from which the mind operates. Separate the mind from that. That's the only purpose of yoga. This is why, can you imagine how many yoga students, how many yoga studios, how many yoga teachers today they are teaching yoga teacher training course where they are teaching yoga postures as a separate discipline, and then philosophy of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra as something separate. This is the most amazing part that is taking place, where people have lost connection with what is the real meaning and what is the real practice of yoga that Patanjali Yoga Sutra clearly describes in the first 4 sutras. And everything else is how to and detail of it. But it sets the foundation. What is the foundation of the practice of yoga? Patanjali says, just withdraw from the pre-programmed, karmically created, personally created memories of the past. In yoga, it is called karma. In yoga, it is called your karma. And everything, the way you have interacted with people, places in the past is the way you miss the target. Means, in Christian language, it is called sin. Sin means you miss the target. You misperceived the people, places, and things with you, with whom you interacted from the reactive perception. So you could not see who is as is. So instead, you see who they were in your memories of the past. That means you missed the target. Well, that is how people live in their life, no matter where they go, what they do, or who they are with. And that is why they miss. They live in misperceived reality. Everywhere you see and judge or choose for or against who or what is present. That sounds so normal. That's how everybody thinks, and that's how we think that's the way it works. And yoga says, no, that is the way it does not work. That is why Patanjali says, do not choose reactively. Choose with co-creative witnessing presence. That choice is very different. So what he's saying is you have to create the shift from conflict-creating memories of the past by witnessing and withdrawing your thoughts from the memories of the past. So when you withdraw your thoughts from the memories of the past, guess what? You drop where? Into the present moment. And your body manifests in the present moment. This is very important. This is not explained properly, even in many, many yoga books. Your body manifests in the present moment. So it has been described, it is said but not understood. It says that your subconscious instinctive body does not judge or choose. That means your subconscious body that manifests through the sympathetic nervous system does not choose. It does not judge. So if you want to reconnect, Patanjali says, witness your thoughts. If you do not choose, you will fall from your thinking mind, choosing mind, judging mind into non-judging I am presence that manifests through your sympathetic nervous system. So the entire practice of yoga, Patanjali says, even as you practice my 8-limbed yoga, Ashtanga yoga, the practice begins with witnessing the modifications of mind, because fundamental purpose in the practice of Patanjali yoga is not about increased flexibility of the body, losing weight, or becoming more attractive in your body, even though that happens, but it happens when when you withdraw from the mind that creates conflicts and plants it into your body. When you withdraw from it, you are restoring your interaction between your mind and your body, from conflict-creating interaction to co-creative interaction. How does that happen? So when you withdraw from your mind, guess what is happening? As soon as and what happens? The core universal principle is that your energy, your parasympathetic energy follows your attention. So as soon as you withdraw from your thoughts, right? You withdraw your energy that follows it. That means you have entered your body. So now, before your thoughts enter your body through parasympathetic nervous system, if you withdraw from the mind, you prevent it from entering the body. Do you see how secret works? All these things, I did not know myself how this yoga works, what Patanjali is teaching, what the scriptures and Vedanta is teaching about the yoga, Gnana yoga, Karma yoga, Bhakti yoga, all these things. I read all of them before my awakening in 1970. I read all those things, and I was instead of knowing intellectually, I did not know experientially. So I was teaching regular yoga for the yoga asanas, but spiritual teachings behind it. But they were not integrated into the practice of asanas. But after awakening in 1970, I discovered the whole new dimension of the soul being that I am. Means I discovered the real and authentic connection to God that manifests through the body. This is what is not understood again. So, what does that mean, God manifests through the body? The yoga says that the unified Shiva is called Ardha Narishwar Shiva. That Shiva is called half male, half female. When that Shiva manifests into the creation of the cosmic body, or human body to manifest, it cannot do it just as unified male and female. It had to separate into separate male sympathetic nervous system and separate female parasympathetic nervous system. But the human beings have evolved from the subconscious instinctive animal body into self-conscious ego mind. And then self-conscious has separated itself from the subconscious body. So it is meant to be separated. It's not like you have made a mistake and it has separated. No, this is the natural evolution from subconscious ego, subconscious animal body into self-conscious ego mind. So you are learning. That means ego mind has choice or can choose what body is. And the body lives in polarity, where birth and death, breath in and breath out, day and night, tension and relaxation. Everything is co-creation. In body, the birth and death are will. So there is no separation in birth and death. They function in co-creation. But what is the uniqueness about ego mind? Ego mind has a choice. So this is another thing that happens as human beings. We choose and become addicted to life. So much so that we have fear of death. In body, among animals, there is no fear of death. They have instinct of death, which is not psychological fear. But human beings, when they choose life, they have a psychological fear of death. Therefore, in the biblical story, it is just, this principle is so exquisitely explained by God telling Adam and Eve, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, Shiva and Shakti, telling them not to eat the forbidden fruit of good and evil. Means it is talking to the ego mind that operates from the memory, divided memories of good and evil. Is talking, that means God is not talking historical God. The God that is omnipresent presence within you is speaking to you every moment and telling you not to choose the forbidden fruit that divides the good from evil. And as soon as every human being, as soon as you choose one, you create the fear of the other. Before choice, there is no fear. That is why yoga is do not choose, witness. You see, what God says in the biblical story is what yogis have discovered 5,000 years ago. And not only they said that, but they developed the entire practice of yoga. And he wrote Patanjali Yoga Sutras that explains precisely how to return back to the Garden of Eden that the body is, so that Garden of Eden becomes the foundation for every human being to move into the superconscious state of oneness, ecstasy, where male and female from within get united. We call yoga. This is so fundamental. This was revealed to me that there is hidden within each one of us, there is God within us. In the practice of yoga, it's not your philosophy of God that you imagine like a person somewhere outside of you. You are, yogis say, God is within you, and that means within you. But most people do not know where, within where. So the yogis say that God is born, has has manifested. So that unmanifest, formless God has manifested within the human body and the cosmic body through the sympathetic nervous system in human body. And how to return back to it is the practice of yoga. That's a preliminary entry point. So when you enter through the witnessing presence, you are withdrawing from the memories of the past. Guess what? You drop where? In the present moment in your body. That means you have moved from the individually separated state in time and space through the medium of the mind into the time transcendent presence here and now. And this, in the practice of yoga, you practice over again and again and again. That's what Patanjali says, abhyasa and vairagya. Constant practice with non-attachment to the end result. End result means in time. So if you practice with end in mind, that practice doesn't count. So this practice, he says, should be done in the present moment. That is the meaning of vairagya, non-attachment to the end result. So I know many of you have practiced I am yoga, teacher training, I am yoga nidra, I am yoga therapy. So many of you have done that. But as you remember this, while you are practicing yoga, read my yoga teacher's training manual and Kamini's that yoga therapy teaching manual. You will find that detail again, but I'm giving you in a very nutshell how to really shape your practice is returning back to the source rather than react to the resources and then separate from the source within. This is the difference. So I want to give you some experience of this technique. And by the way, I'll be teaching this again in 3-day seminar, much more in depth with many direct experiences on the 3-day seminar during the Christmas 3-day seminar, where I'm going to teach about Christ consciousness and how every one of us is born with a potential to be awakened to that Christ consciousness, and how to awaken that Christ consciousness that is already always present within you through the practice of yoga. So I like to guide you into experience right now so that you know how to create a shift from thinking mind to feeling body to unified being that you are. Okay? You ready? So, okay, let's do it. So maybe you can just stand up wherever you are. Just feel a little stretch. So stand up from your. So now raise your hands up, stretch your hands up. And then just bend to your right. Just stretch and feel the movement. And inhale as you come up. Exhale as you bend to the right. Come up again. And bend slightly backward. And come up slowly. And then interlock your fingers behind your back. And slowly, first take a deep breath in. And then slowly exhale as you bend forward. Bring your head, forehead, as close to the knee as possible. Raise your arms up to feel the stretch. And then slowly begin to come up. Now, you may now sit down on your chair or wherever you are sitting. Now close your eyes. Feel the stretch that has awakened your body and created a shift from thinking mind to feeling body. So now feel what you introduce through the stretching. There are definite changes of feeling body. So allow your mind to focus inward and feel the feeling sensations that were just introduced through stretching. Now, this guided meditation is all about how to create a shift from thinking mind to feeling body. Now, just rub your palms and then palm your face. Put your fingertips on your eyelids. Let your entire palms hug your face so fully and so touch so completely. There is no space between your palm and face. Can you feel the energy shift? Check if there is any space between your palm and your face. I have always seen some people don't get this point very well. Check again. See if there is any space between your palms and your face. And now feel the energetic connection. Energy radiating from your palms, penetrating your face. Hold there. Don't move yet. Relax. You're not trying to finish to move on to next thing. Relax right there. Feel the shift of energy from your palm to your face and feel all the wrinkles, expressions in your face are simply melting away. And take a deep breath in, hold the breath, and exhale and let go of all the holding on your face and in your body. Repeat that once more. Breathe in, hold, take as deep as you can without forcing. Hold the breath. Focus your attention on the third eye. Drop into deeply relaxed state of integration. And now exhale and let go so completely. Let's do it one more time. Don't hurry through this. Take a deep breath in again. Take new prana, new vitality, new energy in your breath. Hold the breath. Focus on the third eye. Feel the deep sense of integration, stillness. Exhale, let go. Feel now slowly let go, bring your palms down in your lap. Now I'll guide you through another simple breathing combined with neck movement. I will ask you to take a deep breath in. Don't do it now, just listen. And as you take deep breath in, you will drop your head back with the chin facing up to the ceiling. And then when I ask to bring your head back, you will exhale as you bring your head forward and bring your chin to your chest. So that's what we will be doing. And I will guide you. Now, ready? Now, as you take a breath in, coordinate with your head movement backward. Your chin up, hold the breath, hold the breath. And then in a steady, slow movement, exhale as you bring your head forward, bring your chin to your chest, hold the breath out. Breathe normally once more. And then again, start breathing in. As you take your head back and hold the head back as you hold the breath. Focus on the third eye. Relax. And exhale as you bring your head forward, accompanied with exhalation. Let's do it the third time. Try to do this really relaxed way, okay? Again, as you take your head back, breathe in. Chin facing to the ceiling. Hold the breath. Focus on the third eye. And then slowly exhale as you bring your head back. Keep your head and neck in a very relaxed state. Keep your eyes closed. Bring all your attention to the sensations in your body. This breathing has connected you to the sensations, the energetic activation in your body. Just focus your attention so fully that you can feel all this pulsating, throbbing energy field in your head and throughout the entire body. And Now feel that this energy, pulsating energy from your head, is extending to every part, every muscle in your body through the nervous system. It's like the cascading energy through the rivers of your veins and arteries. Can you feel that now? See if you can feel it. It's important to feel. It's not a thinking process. It must be converted from thinking to feeling. And that happens when you can vividly feel the throbbing, pulsating energy field throughout your whole body. The moment the complete shift happens from thinking mind to feeling body, you have created a shift from manomaya kosha, mental body, to pranamaya kosha, energy body. Now realize your energy body is the medium through which you connect to the being, the soul being that you are. So allow yourself to go deeper into the feeling body. Merge so fully into it that you feel there is no separation between the cosmic energy that animates the body and the energy that animates your body. Feel there is no separation between your inner body and outer body. Just feel the sound vibrations and allow yourself to drop into even deeper level of tranquility and stillness within. Mm. Recognize now you have come very close to the bliss body, Anandamaya Kosh. That is your connection to the source, God, or love within. You are completely disconnected from the karmic memories of the past. All the painful memories and fears of the future does not exist in the reality of now. Clearly realize that you have come back to the soul being that you are. As you come back to this, you learn to come to it again and again. You naturally erase your karmic memories that bring so much health problems, relationship problems, business problems. All that begins to naturally erase and fall away. Memory problems are not existential problems that you have had in the past. They don't exist anywhere. They only exist in your memories. And if you believe it to be true, it begins to work and create the same problems that you had in the past. Yoga teaches you to come back to the source and release the memories of the past. That's how easy it is to let go of the painful memories of the past that cannot be solved in future. It can only be dropped in the present. Learn the secret right now so that in your daily life, when you are troubled so much from memories of the past that bring so much anger, fear, frustration, blame, or shame, you can drop it in the present. Now that you practice during the yoga, you can practice in your life. That is called yoga of meditation in motion. That means meditative interaction between body and mind on yoga mat and in life. Allow yourself to go deep. Know who you are. You have no past. You have no future. This authentic you, the soul being that you are, was never born, it never dies. You are the eternal soul being. Recognize and be familiar with who you are. Familiarize yourself with it again and again so you can live in it more often, more easily, and live in it more and more fully, less and less in the mind-made, time-bound memories or the fears of the future. At this time, I want to bring the presence of our beloved Bapuji and Dadaji to surround us all in their grace and their blessings, so we can love more and more in loving, compassionate interaction with ourselves and others in life. And this invitation happens to by surrendering your ego mind, your reactive thoughts about yourself, others, or the world, to surrender them to God, to the presence within that manifests through your own body. So listen to this mantra that was given to Bapuji when Bapuji was struggling in the monsoon flooded river Narmada to swim. Dadaji's voice came and gave him this mantra that came out of him. And one time I was with Bapuji, and he chanted that mantra that went so deep into me, that gives me every time I'm fighting with myself, fighting to control, manage my external relationship, people, places, and things. I surrender that fighting mind and let God do it rather than ego do it. So feel this mantra. Take it as a surrender. What Patanjali says, withdraw from your reactive mind and return to the source of the being presence within. So I will utter this mantra and feel that deeply. Hold it in your heart. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murte Namastasmai 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 Namo Namaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murte Namastasmai 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 Namo Namaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murte Namastasmai 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 Namo Namaha. You are surrendering your ego that lives in the memories of the past and the dreams of the future. When you surrender, you return to the present moment. That is what Patanjali says. in the very first sutra. The discipline of yoga happens now. Last few minutes, I want you to do Tratak practice. I'm looking directly into you and look at me. Practice Tratak means just gazing in the practice of yoga. And it is non-mental gazing, energetic connection. And then for a few seconds, just gaze, feel, experience, and merge. when you enter this silent stillness, you are connecting to the voice of God, to hear the inner guidance. This mind has to be silent. Practice this meditation. I think many of you have done my 10 guided meditations. I would recommend that for everyone. That will take you to connect you to the soul being that I am. That's all those meditations are designed for. And it is very much like Yoga Nidra, but more advanced stage, where you are connecting to the divine presence that I am within. Mm-hmm. Jai Bhagwan.